Now look here at the eaves detail of our roof. The pitch of the roof is 30 degrees and it is sitting on top of a concrete cavity wall which is 350 millimeters. The 350 millimeter concrete wall consists of 100 mm outer leaf, 100 mm inner leaf and 150 cavity. On top of the inner leaf we're going to put our wall plate. Our two roof rafters are going to sit on top of that. Note the roof rafter is 150 millimeters by 50 millimeters. The roof rafter must sit in a third of the way into our wall plate. So if this here is 150, it must sit in 50 millimeters into our wall plate here. That is known as our bird's mouth, which we can see here in our pictorial. We're going to add in our floor joist then, which is 150 millimeters by 50 millimeters. Note also we put in our eaves ventilator. This is to allow ventilation to get into our roof. You can see here a man installing the eaves ventilator into the roof. The insulation is 100 millimeters and that fits inside in our inner leaf of our cavity. We're going to add in our compressible insulation here, and we have a slate here to close off our cavity. Note the extra bit of insulation at the back of our main insulation to prevent a cold bridge. We're going to add in our insulation here, which is quilted above in our attic space. That is going to be 300 millimeters in depth. We're going to add in our fascia and our soffit over here. Note the fascia is the part that faces you and the soffit is on at the bottom. This soffit comes out 300 millimeters, and we must also note that the fascia is 50 millimeters above our rafter. Our external plaster is 19 millimeters and our internal plaster here is 13 millimeters. We're going to draw in our gutter just before we start our slating. Our tilted fillet goes in next. That is an angle of 20 or 10 degrees in or around. That is to stop ponding at our eaves, so we're supporting it from the bottom. For our first batten here we're going to come up 225 millimeters to the center. To the next center we come up 150 millimeters, and to the next center we come up 175 millimeters. So that's 225 millimeters to the center here, 150 to the next center, and 175 to the next center. The reason for that is so we put in a half slate, 3/4 slate, and then we're going to put in a full slate. A slate is 600 by 300. And the battens measure 50 millimeters by 25 millimeters. The rest of the slates up along and the battens are going to be added in. The battens are 250 millimeters center to center. So we just continue up our slates up as far as our ridge. That is our eaves detail complete.